What's going on, Nation? There's a duo of premieres today from two bands that sometimes are actually labeled within the same subgenre of music, so we're going to take care of these. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to take care of them together and kind of showcase why they are actually quite different in context and are actually very individual whenever it comes to their placement within the heavy metal universe. And these songs that premiered, these tracks really prove that. The first of which, for Chelsea Grin, is Skin Deep. We're going to talk about this one first. We're going to get to the KILLSWITCH ENGAGE song, Strength of the Mind, a little bit later. But Skin Deep is a raw song from Chelsea Grin. And Ashes to Ashes was a very different album from them, their last release, which really was... it showcased their ability to expand and maybe write some more rhythm. There was a little bit more of a clarity to this, as opposed to this track, Skin Deep, which just showcases raw energy and just a ton of darkness. You know, they're trying to go back to the My Damnation roots, only take it a step further and become even darker, even more sinister, even more brooding, evil, whatever. You know, this is not a song that goes very many places. In fact, there are times where, in order to really, drive the point home, they simply mute all the other tracks and just have, either the drums or that sinister zero guitar hook, just really handle things for them. And whenever it comes to lyrically speaking, it's supposed to be, I guess, inspirational, or that whole, I don't give a fuck type thing. And I'm going to be real with this, and I've probably mentioned it before, but I've never really understood the substance to something like that in music. And I'm not trying to sound like some old shithead that's just like, well, I don't give a fuck, those lyrics are dumb. I just don't understand why it possesses so much raw power to some people, considering I listen to it and it feels very empty. It does not feel like it has any power whatsoever. It's almost muted by anything else that's being said in my mind, but that's just me. Opinions vary, and to others this is, kind of an inspirational line that helps them go out there with an attitude that they can do anything. So this is just an average track, though. It's really nothing all that special, but it is a clear indicator that the coming material is aiming to be a little bit more toward their original material, the My Damnation age, their roots, and really solidifies Chelsea Grin as a deathcore band. Anybody that really thought any differently about this group had arguments, but at their roots, this is what Chelsea Grin is all about. They no longer have the services of Jason Richardson, remember that. So Strength of the Mind by KILLSWITCH ENGAGE. On the conversely speaking, we have a track that really, it follows the KILLSWITCH formula quite nicely. And this is a band that is not necessarily trying to be ultra kinetic with their sound and take it one step further. Instead, they're remaining a bit static, because that is a real sentiment of their identity, and Strength of the Mind really calculates this. So this is a band that's almost treading the border of a little bit of melodic death metal within just their metalcore approach with this track, considering the riffing. This is one that, if you're a music fan that is absolutely hooked and stuck on the fact that you need your music to move around a good bit, like I like to say, be a little more kinetic than static in its principle and in its songwriting, this is the track of the two that's going to be a little bit more for you, because you're going to see a little bit more of a dynamic, especially on the guitar work. This one just has a lot of great sentiment to it. There's going to be many fans out there that will listen to this and immediately get harkened back to perhaps some mid-2000s material, which is kind of odd considering lineups and all of that stuff, but even still, it gives you that really good, strong resonation of this is a KILLSWITCH ENGAGE song. Typically you like to see a band that wants to challenge themselves and maybe go above and beyond, but every so often, especially with a single, like a first representation of a new album, you want to make sure that the band still hasn't forgotten their core identity, who they are, at their core. KILLSWITCH definitely does that with this track. They certainly secure their identity. Would like to see a little bit more done with this, but I'm expecting the album to take those risks as opposed to this, which is a first single. So not bad, but I have some expectations for their forthcoming album that will hopefully be fulfilled. But with that being said, what did you guys think about Strength of the Mind by KILLSWITCH ENGAGE or Skin Deep by Chelsea Grin? Let me know in the comments below, and in fact, if you've heard both of the tracks, leave both of your thoughts, for one for each song, in the comments below. In fact, let's also find out something else. Which of the two did you prefer? After you leave your comments, leave your winner. Almost as though this was a head-to-head competition. I'm Cover Killer Nation, and I'm looking forward to see which of these two bands you think had the better single that was released today on the 10th of December, 2015.